is up, everybody? We are back today and we're going to show you some of the progress we've made on our trailer. Now, we've taken a small break from the boys' room in the front just because we need some organization. And living RV life, you need some sort of organization to be able to put all your stuff. If you don't, then you runs into a whole issue where you basically have unorganization, stuff laying everywhere, tripping over stuff. Not good. So that's what we're doing today, and bam, that's the first edition that we've done. Basically, we've got the TV mounted out here. We are setting this up as kind of a little hangout area. Now, we do have over here, we're going to be mounting some helmet holders where we can put all the helmets, because we got Logan's helmet, we got mine and Jessica's helmet. We're going to have some shelves and everything put in place, and luckily the bike and everything fits kind of just right up underneath this here. It works out really good. Holds the tour pack. If we want to take the sissy bar off, it does have the mounts underneath here so that we can put the sissy bar up underneath there and have a place for everything. The biggest challenge you're going to find with a lot of RV stuff and living this kind of life is you have to have some sort of organization. If you don't organize, you don't put stuff away, it doesn't have a home for itself, you will always run into an issue where you're just going to be tripping on it. You're going to have all sorts of issues. It's not going to be as much enjoyable. So make sure you guys take that into some account as far as what you guys are going to do for some organization. But we are taking a break from today. We are actually going to go out for a ride because, as you guys can see, the rain has stopped. It is beautiful out. We did have to pull the bikes out, my buddy's bike and my bike, and we're going to take that and we're going to go do some maintenance on it, check the tire pressure, get it ready. He's going to be down in about a week, and he's going to be out riding with us. So hopefully we can have some fun and find some cool trails to go hit up, or some cool roads and different, when I say trails, more like adventures to go hit up. But yeah, I think it's going to be awesome. So let's go take a look at those bikes. Let's see what we can do to get them ready, and then let's talk about some stuff on the road. We have a new setup on our helmet with the moto vlog. We got the Sena unit, and I am going to talk a little bit more about that because that was a challenge getting everything set up, but we'll wait for us to get on the bike. So let's get started on checking out the bikes. So one of the things that I always precaution everybody with the cold weather and everything, the tire pressure can change. So this video is actually going to be sponsored by LASFIT. They actually shipped us about a month or two ago a air pump, and this air pump is something really cool. Check it out. Battery powered, can go with you. It is a little heavy on the weight side, but for the most part it actually does really good. I'm really hoping this wind doesn't get to you guys. I got the dead cat on this mic and I'm hoping it sounds decent, so we'll see. But anyways, LASFIT's providing this video with the sponsorship. We have tested this. I got some footage we're going to be releasing, so we have another video that we're actually going to talk a little bit about it as far as the different components. But yeah, we're going to get this tire pressure checked on both my bike and Ray's bike, and we're going to take both of them out for a ride today. Just kind of get the fluids moving, get everything going on it, and see how they do, and make sure it's ready for him when he gets down here. So yeah, let's get started on it. This is the first trial run we are having with the microphone in the helmet, and I'm hoping we get some good results from this, because if that's the case, then we'll be able to start going down the road and actually talking a little bit more with you guys on this. So it is a little bit chillier today. It's about 55, not too terrible, but it's been better than what most days are. So we're just gonna take a quick drive, get the fluids going on the bike. This next week looks like it's supposed to be a little bit nicer, and we're gonna kind of see what we can do to try to help our buddy out before he gets down here, to make sure that his bike's ready to rock and roll, so all he's got to do is jump on it and he can head out. So let's go. One of the things that I wanted to talk to you guys about as far as different things with this whole setup with this is I tried to get it to connect to my Sena unit, couldn't get it to work. I was having all sorts of issues. I tried I think it was like the side track or whatever it was, where it basically went and bypassed and you had to put earbuds in. I tried that, it wasn't working right. The only way I could really get that to work right was when we're intercom mode. And when we're doing like solo runs like this, we want to be able to not have to use the Sena unit and try to put it in intercom mode and take another intercom with us and have all sorts of issues. So that's kind of why I'm going down this route. What I did was I put a secondary mic inside here, and I went with this Purple Panda mic. I feel like this was a really good mic from what I was reading about. It wasn't very expensive. We were able to run it inside the helmet. We got the cable that basically comes out and ties right over here into the back. So we basically got two mics. Now you won't be able to hear the conversations that we have with the Sena unit. I don't think we ever really will use that. I mainly wanted it for the moto vlogging, and then I wanted the Sena unit for phone calls, so that as we're going down the road, we can take phone calls, hear what people are saying, listen to some music this way when we have the full face on, because long rides, this is definitely the way to go. Helps keep the wind out of your face, especially on windy days like today. And like I said, I'm really hoping that the wind noise is not too terrible in here. There is some coming up from the bottom a little bit, but nothing you really can do about it. That's kind of moto vlogging in my eyes as far as what you get. That's like a really cool car there. That's like, I've always liked those old hot rods like that, like the old 30s and 40s where they build them out. And so one of my favorite movies is Fast Times at Ridgemont High, as well as American Graffiti. Sorry, I had kind of a brain fart. But yeah, we had I like those movies just because they're old cool movies and just kind of nostalgic. So one of the nice things I like about riding, and this is kind of why I wanted to get back on the bike, is, you know, a lot of people, they find different things that help them through life, through different things, whether, you know, for me it's music and bikes, cars in general, really anything with a motor. So when it comes to needing to kind of wind down, you know, I've recently found my way with the Harleys. I've ridden sport bikes, I've ridden dirt bikes, I've ridden all sorts of stuff, but recently I've found my way with some of the Harleys here, where it's just therapeutical, just to get out on the road and just kind of go, like, you know, it just, there's no destination, just hop out there and just kind of ride and unwind a little bit. That's kind of how I feel as far as when I get out here and I start riding. It kind of relaxes me. And, you know, that's kind of why I've been going stir crazy over the last few weeks with all the rain and all the cold and everything, and haven't really been able to do that. I did purchase, or actually my wife purchased me for Christmas some heated gear. And basically the heated gear, I got gloves, I got the pants, I got the jacket, and I'm not wearing those today just because it is a little bit warmer. But I am going to do a review on that. It is Harley branded, and where basically you just plugs right into the bottom down here to the battery tender port. Plugs in. It's got the dual control where you can control the temperatures for each one of them. And, you know, with that, that'll open up a whole new riding scene for us, where we can wear that underneath our clothes and still be able to go riding and still be able to enjoy the scenery. That, you know, this here is what I enjoy, is just going out here and checking all this out. Like, you know, it doesn't matter that I ride the same thing. You're going to see something different each time. And when you're riding down the road, nothing better hearing the roar of the Harley in the background and just enjoying a nice ride on a Sunday. think this car is messing with me up front. Keeps gunning it, keeps honking his horn. I don't know if he's like trying to get my attention or what. One of the places I like going to when I'm in this area, because we're in the fully Orange Beach area, is I like to always go down to Orange Beach, and I like to just kind of just ride up and down the area and just enjoy the scenery, because we're like literally 20 minutes away from this. Like it's nice to go down there. It will be a little bit colder down there, but definitely worth the ride, because just I'm a beach guy. I like the water. I like being around it. I've always have. I learned when to swim really young, and I think that's what kind of drew me to the water and just enjoying it. You know, I love swimming, and being this close to the water has always been appealing to me. And now that we are here, I try to make it down here about once a week, even if I just drive in a caged vehicle. I really like doing it when I'm on the bike. And some of my previous videos you have seen, we've rode down up and down the Gulf Shores area, as far as the parkway and whatnot. You know, that's one thing I was just thinking about. I wanted to ask you guys. So when you guys are riding, where are some of the areas you guys like to go to? Do you guys like to go far out as far as where you guys live and make an adventure out of it, or do you guys try to stay somewhat local? Like I do enjoy going further away, and that's kind of why I want to get it more into the overlanding and bike camping. We're looking into some gear so that we can basically put it on the bike, be able to take it with us, and just go riding on that. Go riding and explore. Keep it cheap, because you know hotels are getting expensive. You know, one of the things I noticed is we looked to book some hotels, and one of the things we're doing is in July, Harley Davidson at their headquarters is having a homecoming, and they started this I think last year, and they did basically it's like 2 or 3 days of just nothing but music and activities and motos and X Games, basically all sorts of different things. So we're going there in July. We'll be doing some footage and stuff. I am working to try to maybe see if they can let me have a media pass or press pass, so we can basically get a little bit more coverage and be able to go with certain areas. But we're looking to go there, so we were looking to go up there. We saw the hotel prices, and we understand it's a big event, but with that big event, it's like we couldn't stomach the $300 to $400 a night. That's just insane. You know, some people only take a few trips, but we want to be able to travel more, so we can't afford that. That's just, let's be realistic. That's a lot of money. So we're taking the RV up there, and we're going to take the trailer and have both bikes. We're going to have both bikes up there, and you know, we're going to get Bonnie all ready so that if in the event that we want to go ride her, we can go ride her. Jess is wanting to learn how to ride, so I don't think she's going to be ready for that type of event, but you know, definitely I want to try to get her out on the bikes and get her some experience on that kind of stuff. You know, she's lifted it up a few times. She sees that she can do it. We're hoping that she kind of conforms to it a little bit and wants to kind of push it, but if not, I'm not going to push her. You know, it's one of those things, if you want to learn, you're going to learn. If not, not. So anyways, so when we get up there, you know, we're going to take the RV. We found a campsite at Jellystone for, it was about $120 a night, which is still stupid expensive, but you know, that's better than the $300 to $400 a night. So we're hoping that's going to work out really good. And we're also going to be heading up to Pigeon Forge this year. You know, I know Seth, we had to cancel his trip just because I was sick and I was traveling for work, and it didn't work out for what we wanted it to. So we're going to be heading up to Pigeon Forge for the weekend, and we're going to head up Tail of the Dragon. Me and him are going to tackle that. Jess and Logan are coming, but they're going to be coming up in the weekend. We're going to spend some time up in Pigeon Forge, and we're going to check it out and see how much we like it. We've never been there. Always wanted to go there, and that's right around the area I want to go check out Tail of the Dragon. I've always wanted to do it either on a car, on a bike, whatever. So we're going to take Diamond, and we're going to take her and Seth, and we're going to ride up there. Me and Seth are actually going to ride all the way up there.
and then we're going to ride all the way back. So Seth and I will be taking a extended trip to go do the Tail of the Dragon, and we'll be checking out some of the Smoky Mountains and all that kind of stuff this year. So that's going to be super exciting. But you know, that's part of what I'm talking about is for us to be able to do some of these trips is we're going to have to camp. And that's kind of why I'm looking into this whole moto camping thing, where we get the tent that we can put in the back, we get some other gear that we can put in the back, get the luggage rack all cleaned up. It's kind of rusty and stuff. I might order a new one instead of trying to clean this one up. I don't know yet, just because some of the prices are still stupid expensive for some of this stuff, but we'll definitely get that taken care of so we can put some gear on the back of the tour pack, get that all situated, and have some fun. You know, that our biggest thing is we want to be able to go and just enjoy the country, and you can do that for very minimal. You know, we got 2 wheels, we got some stuff, and put some fuel in the tank, and we can just go explore. There's all sorts of things that we can do. Now, if in the event we need a hotel, I understand, we can get that. Usually you can get a pretty fairly cheap $80 to $100 to $120 hotel a night in some of those places. In the event we need to, we will. But yeah, I think it's going to be a super cool year for us for the moto vlogging and the moto stuff that we're going to be doing with the bike. We are still doing the RV stuff. I'm trying to shift that more towards Jessica. She's wanting to get into some of this stuff, and she wants to do some of the stuff where she makes some of the videos. I'll still be working with her on the projects, but I think she's going to be taking over a lot of the content stuff with the RV, just because a lot of people talk to her about it. A lot of people want to know how it's going and what's going on. And you know, the biggest thing is that when we talk about the whole RV lifestyle, and I said it earlier, and when I was working on the trailer and I was showing you guys some stuff around there, is organization. That you have to be organized. If you're not organized, this lifestyle is not for you. Like, you have to be organized. If you don't put any type of organization into it, then you're going to just run into all sorts of issues, tripping all over people's stuff. That's kind of why we revamped it. You know, when we were looking at doing this, we actually talked about getting rid of the Class A and getting a 5th wheel, because we wanted a little bit more space.